From thunderous glaciers to sun-drenched plains, Argentina is a land where nature refuses to be quiet. Here, landscapes stretch beyond the horizon, shifting from icy wilderness to subtropical heat in a single sweep of geography. Its spirit is just as powerful, alive with rhythm, passion, bold flavors, and a deep-rooted sense of identity. Argentina is not just a country you visit. It's a place you feel, long after you've left. Ushuaia occupies the southernmost tip of South America, where the jagged Marshall Mountains descend steeply to meet the icy waters of the Beagle Channel in Tierra del Fuego. Its geographic position has earned it the title, End of the World. Yet the city is far more than a symbolic terminus. It is a vivid frontier town at the edge of civilization. The landscape around Ushuaia is extraordinarily diverse. Snow-dusted peaks and glaciers loom overhead. Wind-swept subpolar forests of lenga and coihue stretch across the valleys. And rivers, peat bogs, and alpine lakes carve a patchwork of ecosystems that change with each season. The climate is harsh and unpredictable, capable of shifting from brilliant sunshine to snow, sleet, or dense fog within minutes, imparting a constant sense of dynamism to the surroundings. Tierra del Fuego National Park, just outside the city, offers an astonishing array of trails for hikers, kayakers, and wildlife enthusiasts. One can traverse rugged mountain paths, paddle along tranquil inlets, or climb to ridges with sweeping vistas of the Channel and distant Chilean islands. The Beagle Channel itself is a living corridor of wildlife, with sea lions lounging on rocky outcrops, Magellanic penguins nesting along the shore, and cormorants gliding across the water. Ushuaia's human history is equally layered. Indigenous Yamana communities were the first to inhabit the region, their lives entwined with the land and sea. European missionaries arrived in the 19th century, and later the city became the site of a notorious penal colony, traces of which remain in museums and historical sites. In modern times, Ushuaia is a thriving hub for tourism, maritime expeditions, and mountaineering, with vibrant cafes, artisan shops, seafood restaurants, and hotels offering warmth and comfort against the rugged backdrop. The city embodies a remarkable duality. It is at once a bustling town of human ingenuity and a gateway to some of the planet's most extreme and pristine environments, where the natural world dominates and leaves a lasting impression on every visitor. El Chalten is a village small in population, but colossal in its allure, widely celebrated as Argentina's trekking capital due to its proximity to the dramatic granite spires of Mount Fitzroy and the surrounding Andes peaks. Established in 1985 to affirm Argentina's sovereignty near the Chilean border, El Chalten quickly became a magnet for hikers, climbers, and photographers, drawn to the unspoiled beauty of Patagonia. Trails of varying difficulty radiate from the village, weaving through subpolar forests of lenga, across crystal-clear rivers and glacial streams, and up to alpine meadows sprinkled with seasonal wildflowers. The hike to Laguna de los Tres is perhaps the most iconic, a demanding yet rewarding trek that culminates in an awe-inspiring view of Fitzroy's jagged silhouette mirrored in turquoise waters. Other paths lead to the quieter Laguna Capri, or through remote valleys where glaciers and waterfalls punctuate the landscape. Patagonia's famously unpredictable weather, wind gusts, shifting clouds, and sudden rainfall adds drama and intensity to every adventure. Wildlife sightings are frequent. Guanacos graze in open fields, Andean condors soar overhead, and foxes and waterfowl inhabit quieter corners of the wilderness. Evenings in El Chalten maintain a communal, almost familial feel. Hikers gather in rustic lodges and cozy restaurants to share tales of endurance and discovery. Maps are studied over warm meals, and local guides offer insights into the mountain's history and ecology. Despite a steady influx of global tourism, the town preserves a rugged authenticity, its identity is inseparable from the wilderness around it. Here, human presence exists in delicate balance with one of Patagonia's most majestic landscapes, where each day is dictated by light, weather, and the immutable rhythm of the mountains. Buenos Aires stretches across the eastern banks of the Rio de la Plata as a sprawling cosmopolitan metropolis, where centuries of European influence meld with a vibrant Latin American soul. The city is a study in contrasts. Broad, tree-lined boulevards and neoclassical architecture sit alongside narrow, colorful streets teeming with life. Historic cafes and antique shops coexist with contemporary art galleries and modern skyscrapers. Each neighborhood pulses with its own distinct character. San Telmo, with its cobblestone streets and tango-filled plazas, preserves colonial charm and artistic tradition. La Boca bursts with bright painted buildings and street performances celebrating immigrant heritage. Recoleta exudes elegance through grand mansions, leafy avenues, and the ornate cemetery housing iconic Argentine figures. Palermo combines green spaces, boutique shops, and lively nightlife in a modern, urban atmosphere. Buenos Aires' cultural richness extends to literature, music, theater, and gastronomy. Historic cafes still host intellectuals and writers, while theaters stage productions that rival European capitals in scale and sophistication. The city's nightlife and social rhythms are late and animated, with dinners stretching for hours, milongas thrumming with the passionate movements of tango dancers, and conversations spilling into streets and plazas. Culinary offerings range from the traditional, succulent asado and empanadas, to modern fusion cuisine, often paired with Malbec or Torrontés from Argentina's wine regions. Football, politics, literature, and music infuse daily life with an intensity that is tangible on every street corner. Buenos Aires' charm lies in its layering. The past coexists with the present, elegance meets grit, tradition intersects with innovation, and every neighborhood tells a story of resilience, creativity, and enduring cultural vibrancy. Exploring the city is to experience a living history, a sensory tapestry where architecture, art, gastronomy, and human energy converge in a truly unforgettable urban symphony. Los Glaciares National Park spans over 7,000 square kilometers of some of the most extraordinary and dramatic landscapes in southern Patagonia, showcasing the immense forces of ice, rock, and time. The park encompasses a substantial portion of the southern Patagonian ice field, a colossal glacier system that feeds dozens of glaciers flowing toward crystal-clear lakes and deep fjords. Its most famous attraction, the Perito Moreno Glacier, is a monumental river of ice extending kilometers across Lake Argentino, frequently calving massive blocks of ice with thunderous crashes that echo across the valley. Elevated walkways allow detailed views of its surface, deep fissures, towering seracs, and brilliant blue ice, while boat tours and guided ice treks offer visitors an intimate perspective of the glacier's scale and power. Beyond Perito Moreno, the park's landscape is astonishingly varied. Jagged mountains rise above windswept steppe, secluded valleys harbor smaller glaciers and hidden lakes, and alpine forests provide shelter for wildlife, including guanacos, Andean condors, foxes, and myriad bird species. Multi-day trekking routes traverse remote regions, offering solitude and a profound sense of connection to the natural world. The park's designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site underscores both its ecological significance and its aesthetic grandeur. Los Glaciares is a place where time feels altered. Glaciers carve their slow path, mountains endure, and visitors gain a humbling awareness of nature's immensity, fragility, and enduring beauty. Mendoza rests in the sun-soaked foothills of the Andes, where a semi-arid climate, snow-fed irrigation, and mineral-rich soils produce one of the world's most celebrated wine regions along the Mendoza wine route. Mendoza is synonymous with Malbec, yet also cultivates Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, Chardonnay, and experimental varietals, benefiting from high-altitude vineyards and dramatic diurnal temperature swings that encourage balanced acidity, deep color, and complex flavors. The landscape is extraordinary. Vines stretch in perfect rows toward the horizon, backed by the snow-capped Andes, creating a striking contrast between cultivated order and natural grandeur. Visitors can explore a range of estates, from centuries-old family-run bodegas to modern wineries that combine tasting rooms, gastronomy, and architectural design, with each experience enhanced by guided explanations of terroir, viticulture, and winemaking. Food and wine experiences are central to Mendoza's identity. Farm-to-table cuisine, Argentine beef, regional cheeses, and inventive dishes showcase local ingredients while complementing the flavors of the wines. Beyond viticulture, Mendoza is a hub for outdoor adventure, offering whitewater rafting, horseback riding, trekking, and climbing expeditions, including ascents of Aconcagua, the tallest mountain in the Americas. The city itself is elegant and welcoming, with tree-lined avenues, leafy plazas, bustling markets, cafes, and a social rhythm that emphasizes enjoyment, conversation, and lingering over meals. Mendoza's unique character lies in its ability to blend natural grandeur, outdoor adventure, cultural richness, and gastronomic refinement, creating a destination where every moment, whether tasting wine in a sunlit vineyard, hiking beneath the Andes, or strolling through city squares, feels connected, immersive, and unforgettable.
Iguazu Falls is a natural wonder of epic proportions, one of the largest and most powerful waterfall systems in the world, spanning nearly 3 kilometers along the border of Argentina and Brazil. Over 270 individual falls cascade through subtropical rainforest, producing an awe-inspiring combination of sound, motion, and mist. The most famous section, Garganta del Diablo, or Devil's Throat, plunges water over a horseshoe-shaped cliff with incredible force, creating a constant cloud of mist that rises hundreds of meters and generates rainbows visible across the forest. Elevated boardwalks, trails, and observation points provide visitors with multiple perspectives. From panoramic vantage points, the sheer scale of the falls overwhelms the senses, while closer boat excursions allow travelers to feel the spray and hear the thunderous roar of the water firsthand. The surrounding Iguazu National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, protects an extraordinary ecosystem of dense rainforest where massive hardwood trees, orchids, bromeliads, ferns, and mosses thrive. Wildlife is abundant. Flocks of colorful toucans and parrots flit through the canopy, coyotes roam the forest floor, and jaguars, pumas, and ocelots inhabit the more remote regions, though rarely seen by casual visitors. The park's rivers, streams, and waterfalls also support fish, amphibians, and countless insect species that contribute to the rainforest's ecological richness. Beyond its ecological importance, Iguazu is imbued with cultural significance. Guarani communities have long revered the river and falls, integrating them into mythology and oral traditions. Sunrise and sunset provide particularly magical moments, when the sun's rays illuminate the mist and rainbow. The forest hums with wildlife, and the constant rush of water creates a living symphony that embodies both the power and delicate balance of nature. For travelers, Iguazu Falls is not just a visual spectacle, but a multi-sensory journey into one of the planet's most dramatic and biologically diverse environments. San Carlos de Bariloche, nestled in the foothills of the Andes along the shores of glacial lakes, is often described as Patagonia's alpine jewel. Its European-inspired architecture, with wooden chalets, steeply pitched roofs, and ornate facades, reflects the influence of German, Swiss, and Italian settlers, while the city's streets bustle with chocolate shops, artisan bakeries, cafes, and vibrant markets. Bariloche is a year-round destination for outdoor enthusiasts. Winter transforms the area into a skiing paradise at Cerro Catedral, offering slopes for beginners to experts and modern facilities for snowboarding and cross-country skiing. Summer unveils hiking trails, mountain biking routes, kayaking opportunities on crystal-clear lakes, and climbing expeditions in the surrounding Andes peaks. Scenic drives, including the famous Circuito Chico and excursions to Cerro Campanario, provide panoramic vistas of snow-capped mountains reflected in lakes, alpine forests, and hidden bays. Beyond the city, Nahuel Huapi National Park offers remote wilderness experiences. Victoria Island's petrified forests, secret beaches, and archaeological sites speak to millennia of human and natural history. Wildlife encounters include the Patagonian deer, Andean condors, foxes, and a variety of bird species that inhabit the forested slopes and lakesides. Cultural life in Bariloche is equally rich. Local festivals celebrate chocolate, beer, and artisan crafts, while restaurants serve trout, game meats, and Patagonian lamb alongside world-class chocolates and desserts. For travelers, Bariloche provides a seamless blend of adventure, natural beauty, and cultural immersion, offering experiences that are exhilarating, contemplative, and deeply memorable. Salta, the beautiful city of northwestern Argentina, lies at the eastern edge of the Andes in the Lerma Valley, surrounded by fertile plains, dramatic mountains, and desert-like plateaus. Its colonial heart is characterized by cobblestone streets, ornate churches, and grand plazas, most notably the Salta Cathedral and the Church of San Francisco, showcasing intricate Baroque architecture. Salta serves as a gateway to some of the region's most extraordinary landscapes. Los Cardones National Park, named for its towering spiny cacti, offers otherworldly desert scenery interspersed with winding mountain roads, high-altitude plateaus, and rugged valleys. Indigenous culture remains deeply rooted in the area. Music, dance, festivals, and artisanal crafts are all expressions of centuries-old traditions. Visitors can explore villages with adobe homes, colorful markets, and hand-woven textiles, or take scenic drives into the Andes, where dramatic contrasts of fertile valleys and stark deserts reveal the region's geological history. Adventure opportunities abound. Trekking in the mountains, horseback riding across plateaus, or exploring high-altitude ruins that echo the legacy of pre-Columbian civilizations. Local gastronomy is rich, featuring empanadas salteñas, tamales, humitas, and regional wines from Cafayate and other nearby valleys. Salta is a city where history, culture, and natural beauty converge, providing an immersive experience of both human and ecological richness. Valdez Peninsula juts into the Atlantic Ocean as a windswept sanctuary of wildlife and marine ecosystems, famous for extraordinary encounters with species found nowhere else in the world. Flat plains, rolling hills, and rugged coastlines serve as habitats for southern right whales, orcas, elephant seals, sea lions, Magellanic penguins, and countless seabirds depending on the season. Visitors can witness awe-inspiring behaviors, such as orcas intentionally stranding themselves temporarily to catch seals along the shore, an astonishing display of predator intelligence. The peninsula's waters are nutrient-rich, supporting a vibrant ecosystem of fish and invertebrates that sustain marine mammals and birds. Observation platforms, guided tours, and boat excursions allow visitors to see wildlife in its natural habitat, while remote beaches and plains provide opportunities for contemplative solitude. Valdez's ecological importance has earned it UNESCO World Heritage designation, emphasizing the need for careful conservation of endangered species and critical breeding grounds. The landscape itself is dramatic yet understated. Flat, windswept expanses meet rocky cliffs and ocean inlets, with only the occasional lighthouse or research station breaking the horizon. Seasonal variations, calm, sunlit summer waters, windy winter plains, and dynamic migration patterns create endlessly changing visual and sensory experiences. Visitors leave with a deep understanding of the delicate balance of life, the power of the ocean, and the resilience of species that thrive in this harsh yet spectacular environment. Quebrada de Humahuaca is a narrow Andean valley stretching over 150 kilometers. a living testament to the convergence of geological marvel and millennia of human history. Its steep slopes and jagged peaks are painted in vivid bands of red, ochre, pink, and green, revealing layers of sedimentary rock that trace the Earth's evolutionary past. At its center lies Purmamarca, a small village famous for the Cerro de los Siete Colores, or Hill of Seven Colors, whose striations are both a geological wonder and a cultural emblem. The valley has been inhabited for thousands of years, and indigenous communities continue to maintain living traditions, reflected in local crafts, music, and festivals. Markets offer woven textiles, pottery, jewelry, and other artisan products that preserve ancestral techniques. The Quebrada's natural and human landscapes are inseparable. Terraces cultivated for centuries blend with grazing llamas and alpacas, while rivers carve dramatic canyons and provide irrigation for villages tucked into the valley. The area is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its combined natural beauty and cultural significance, offering visitors an immersive experience where history, geology, and vibrant local traditions coexist. Hiking, scenic drives, photography, and interaction with local communities allow travelers to experience the valley in multiple dimensions, from its breathtaking vistas to its intimate, everyday cultural life. The Quebrada de Humahuaca exemplifies the endurance of both nature and human culture, providing an unforgettable window into the Andean highlands.